All right, hi, Attorney Steve. Welcome back. Welcome to another exciting intellectual property video. We're talking about trademarks, and we're talking about the Trademark Clearinghouse. I've been doing some videos this week on about how to protect your trademarks, okay? Your valuable trademarks. These trademarks are valuable assets, and sometimes you got people just trying to trample all over it and doing stupid, crazy things. Here's one way to protect you on the domain name side of life, okay? Dealing with your domain name. So without further ado, let's head to the Attorney Steve board, the board of knowledge, let's call it today. We're not talking about litigation. We're talking about the board of knowledge, okay? So we're talking about the Trademark Clearinghouse, okay? Anybody heard of that? Raise your hand. Well, I'm sorry, I'm on a digital video here. Trademark Clearinghouse. Now, this is a thing that was created by ICANN, the Internet Corporation of Assigned Names and Numbers. They're the ones that oversee the domain name system, DNS, the domain name system. Let's put that there. So there is a way that you can get your valuable trademarks into what we call the Trademark Clearinghouse right here. Could be your generic top level domains. That's all your generic names, and then your country levels, your .cas, .uk's, all that stuff. But mostly we're talking about these for most people, generic top level, GTLD, if you ever hear that term. So I'm going to give you an example, walk you through this. You'll understand what the Trademark Clearinghouse is. Pretty simple. All right, say I have a trademark for the name Vondeezy, and I'm going to do legal guides, okay? So I go to the trademark office, the USPTO over here, and I say, I've been using this great trademark. I want to get a trademark. They say, well, they look around. Okay, you're using it, and yeah, that looks good. That looks good. We're going to talk about how to pick a good trademark. There's some very important things you should know before you go seek to register. Let's say I'm going Vondeezy Legal Guides. Okay, so I get the trademark issues from the USPTO. I get the registration certificate with the big R and real fancy looking. You got the trademark. So now what I want to do is I want to inform all these different domain name registrars, say that, and there's hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 of them. GoDaddy, Namecheap, Namejets, all this thing, Cedo. So I want to notify everyone that not to allow registrations of any domains with Vondeezy in it, because especially with a unique, arbitrary, fanciful name like this, they're probably somebody infringing my trademark. So I basically take my registered trademark, I file it with the Trademark Clearinghouse. Here's your prices, not bad. 1 year, $150, 3 years, $435, and 5 years, $725. So not too bad. I mean, the 5 years a little pricey, but if you want to get started, if you're having a problem with your domains, if you're not having a problem with your domains, might not be an issue, but I tell you, there are so many cyber squatters out there right now. There's reverse domain name hijackers, there's typo squatters, all kinds of things, people trying to mess with your brand and dilute and tarnish your brand. So here's our cyber squatter down here. Okay, they're out there typo squatting, trying to get something with Vondeezy in it. Or here's another thing, another type of problem that can pop up is these, what we call these gripe sites, XXX sites. Somebody says, I really want to mess with them. I'm going to get Vondeezy XXX, or I'm going to get Vondeezy.gripe, or I'm going to get Vondeezy.sucks. Somebody says, I'm going to show them, free speech. So by registering your trademark with the Trademark Clearinghouse, paying the fee, they will notify the registrars that, hey, Vondeezy is a registered trademark. If somebody tries to register it, beep, 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 send a notice. We got a cyber squatter, send a notice back to the company and let them know that somebody's trying to register your mark. Okay, this puts them on the radar, gives you a chance to go get your trademark back from them, your domain name back from them, and do what you need to do, okay? You may need to file a UDRP, domain dispute, okay? So, and we talk about that in another video that I just posted. So But this is basically what it is. The other nice thing about registration, you're going to have, what do we call it? 30 day sunrise registration. So here's what happens. There's so many new domain extensions coming out, like .io is now getting hot with all the tech companies and things like that. So all these new domain extensions are coming out. And what the sunrise period is they'll tell you, hey, .LegalGuide is coming out. Somebody decided to invest in .LegalGuide. It's coming out. Do you want to get Vondeezy.LegalGuide? So you'll get the first chance with your trademark brand. So that's pretty cool if you want to. Now, there's so many extensions that you really need to be careful and pick and choose what domain extensions you want, because you can go broke buying all your domains. And there'll also be, when the new domain extensions hit, a 60-day block period where they'll block things with it. But after that, it's just notices. After that period, if somebody does it, you get a notice. You can basically find out who they are. If it happens to be a private registration, then you're looking at a UDRP proceeding to unmask them, find out who they are. And per the UDRP policy that the registrars have to follow, it's a UDRP policy, then they're required to unmask this person. You find out who they are, try to, work something out if possible. If not, then you go through the UDRP dispute process, either with WIPO or National Arbitration Forum. Those are the two main ones. But this is the Trademark Clearinghouse. If you're really you're really having a problem with your domain names, like let's put it like Lego is a company that has a lot of problems, one of the top filers of UDRP disputes. I'm sure they want to get registered in here so that they're at least trying to block some of these registrations or to get them on notice so that they know what's going on, and they're not going to put up some clone site or some phishing site and try to do things like that are not good